You know what? Sometimes I sit in a train and people stare at me in confusion because I do this. Somehow I found that to be a good introduction to my book review. Do you like smelling books? I do. So this week it's going to be a book review. Awesome! Okay, first of all I wanted to say that the Treasure Island review was awesome. And the Permutation City really got me thinking. That was kind of cool. And I actually want to read that book like right now. But now to my own book review. It's so hard to decide which book to take. I'm going to talk about two books because the first I'm currently reading, so I haven't finished. So I can't like make a whole review. And the second one is one of my all-time favorites. Aside from Harry Potter and Lord of the Rings and stuff, which you probably already know. I'm currently reading this book. It's called Middlesex. It's really awesome. I really love it. That's actually the German version. It's pretty big. Compared to the English version. Yeah, kind of says something about the language, right? Book sandwich! Just compare them. The German version is like twice as big. Oh my god. It's a novel about an hermaphrodite, so it's about an intersex person. The person was born a she, and then he like has written down his or her history and also the history of her family, and it's really awesome. It's by Jeffrey Eugenides. I don't know how you pronounce that in English. Eugenides? Whatever. I really like Jeffrey's writing style. The way how he describes things and characters and stuff, it's really adorable. It's really, really good. It's kind of catchy. You know, I can't stop reading, but I also haven't finished that, and actually I haven't read it in English yet. I mean, I have it. I had to have it. But I'm currently on page 295 from 733 pages, so that's almost half of it. Not really. Almost there. But yeah, I can't really review the whole book now, so I'm just going to review the other book, which is that one, and it's called Night Train to Lisbon, and it's by Pascal Mercier. I think that's how you pronounce his last name. It's also a novel, and it's so good. I remember that day when I was ill and I found that book on my mother's shelf. I found the title kind of curious, and then I had a look at the back and I couldn't stop reading. I finished it in that day. It has about 500 pages and it's just awesome. It's not very easy to read, I have to tell you. There's a lot of Portuguese in it. The preamble is actually in Spanish, which I find kind of funny. Nuestras vidas son los ríos que van a dar en la mar, que es el morir, by Jorge Manrique. And it says that our lives are the rivers that float to the end in the sea, which is death. It's about a guy, a teacher. He's like about 45 or something, and is called Gregorius. Gregorius has lived his life in a routine. He never actually did the stuff that he wanted to do with his life. When he was young and he had dreams, and then he just fell in a routine, and that's all he did with his life, and that's not very much. And then he decides with 45 that it's not too late, and hey, I can still change, and I can still go on adventures and see the world and discover things about myself. And then he finds a very interesting book about a guy, and then he learns Portuguese and decides to visit the author, or finds out stuff about the author, and then he just goes to Lisbon like that, and it's so awesome. And then Gregorius sneaks around in Lisbon and tries to find out stuff about the author of that book he finds, and then he finds out that the author died long ago and stuff like that, and meets very different people. And because he discovers things about the author, he also discovers things about himself and his personality and his dreams and his wishes, and it's so amazing because you find out a lot about yourself when you read it. What I love about that book is that it's so poetic and it's so philosophical, and it's so well written. It's so awesome. I want to marry that book. I could actually translate the blurb if you want to. Okay, here it goes. In the middle of the lesson, teacher Raymond Gregorius leaves his class and sets off to Lisbon to follow the track of a mysterious Portuguese author. During his wonderful journey, he soaks deeper and deeper into the author's legendary story. But what Gregorius discovers could eventually take his life. I think it's awesome, and I'm with genius. I'd like to read a passage to you, but I doubt that any one of you can speak German, and I don't have it in English, I'm sorry. It's written in German. It's actually published in English only in 2008, and in Germany it was 2004, so it's still actually kind of new. It's so awesome. So I'm really excited to see what you others came up with, and see you next week! Woohoo!